Hello there, welcome gents, models. My name is Bob Waldron and welcome to this inbox review, which we're going to be taking a look at this beauty here. It is the English Electronic Lightning F6. This is in 1/48 scale by Airfix. Fantastic kit. It's been around since 1997, new tooled, and you know what, it really has survived the test of time. It's still good today. It's a really cool build. I've built loads of these, goes together really well. It's gonna set you back around about £50 RRP, but you know, you search around, you could get it for maybe 45, maybe a bit cheaper. So let's jump in with our first set of sprues. Our first bag of sprues, we do have separately packaged our clear parts. We'll get to that in a bit, but let's have a good look at our surface detail. So we do have all of our lovely recess panel line detail, recess rivets, which, as you could say, I mean it really has stood the passage of time, right? Really damn good detail on here, right? As you could see, all over both sides of the fuselage section, even those 90-degree angles, you know, it doesn't sort of fade the recess panel lines, which is good to see. As you can see there, we do have some fuel tanks on here, some other little parts. I do believe this is to allow you to have different sort of setups. I think that goes on the belly section, I think. Looking on the inside, cockpit area, not much going on the inside there, but looking pretty good so far. Our wing sections, I must say there is a little bit of scuffing going on inside the box. I don't know if you can sort of see that, but again, that recess panel line and everything on there is looking beautiful and consistent throughout the kit, as you can see. And then we have the top or the bottom, I'm not sure which one it is, but there we go, lovely detail on there. Wheel wells, just have a look at these, flip them over. Not much going on, and there is an ejector pin mark right in the middle just there. The rest of our landing gear, we've got an ejector pin mark on these, but nothing sort of major or off-putting going on with that. Then we have all sorts going on here. We do have our ejector seat, which, as you can see, nice detail on there. Right, the ejector pull cord as well, nice bit of detail there. The cockpit itself, we've got a bit of detail, a little bit of flash, right? Nothing major though on the flash, considering how old it is. We do have things like exhausts, wheels, which look well detailed. We do have our instrument display panel here, looking pretty well detailed as well. Yes, landing gear, yeah, okay, we've got a little bit of flash going on there. Hopefully it won't be too much trouble with that. We have flipped this over, I think things like air brakes, which I'm not seeing any ejector pin marks in there, so we do have those air brakes. We do have some missiles, I forget what they're called, but we've got some old missiles there. And how about this good old pilot as well? Not a bad pilot as well. Looking at that, we've got a lot of detail on that. We can see eyes, mouth, nose, the helmet looks good, and all sorts of lovely bits and bobs all around him. So pilot looking pretty damn good. I'm actually quite surprised this is so old and coming from Airfix. Very surprising, but very nice. We do have the refuel probe on there as well as that. Now we're on to the last little sprue just here, which we do have all your kind of tail section kind of bit going on here, which, as you can see, same level of detail going on with that. We do have our engine exhaust here, which does have the odd little ejector pin mark on there, a little bit of detail, not too bad. The air intake, we do have ejector pin marks in there, so you might want to take care of them if you want to go that far. I do believe we're coming close to the nose section here as well, which again, some ejector pin marks in there. I don't think you have to take care of that one because I do believe it's a nose cone comes in before there, but looking quite good. We have some fans as well inside the and whatnot for our exhaust and air intakes, looking all pretty good. We do have the bottom part of the wing section as well, which just kind of thinking about it, we had two kind of different sections for the wing section, so there's probably a couple of different variants there. Then what this kit also has is an absolute gorgeous set of decals, which actually just sort of almost forgot. We do have the glass canopies just here, so I'm just going to put this up to the light. I am noticed, I mean, it's not, I mean, there's the odd little cobweb and sort of rippling. I don't know how, if you can just see that kind of rippling. I think you can pick that up on camera. Little bit of rippling just there. I did notice there's a cobweb just there. Those cobwebs normally are there to stay. The rippling, you could potentially sand that out, so could probably do with a nice good polish these canopies, right? Admittedly, it's not as crystal clear as you'd want it, but yeah, probably a good sort of polish will kind of help them out a lot. But yeah, as I was just saying, you do get a gorgeous massive sheet of decals or decals with this kit, which hopefully, as you can see, we have loads and loads of stuff going on here. We do have decals for instrument display panels, probably a lot of cockpit stuff on here. We've got common decals, as you can see, going along there, and then we've got sort of like the different squadrons. Number 5 squadron, number 56 squadron, we've got 11 squadron, and they've kind of nicely sort of shown that, sort of keeping them all sort of in one place. Kind of makes things a little bit easier when doing your decals, right? And then we've got all our commons. I see Fire Strike and Red Top. Right, all that's put nicely together. The tanks as well are all together, as you can see. So looking good, nicely in registry. Is that just a bit of dust? Yeah, that was just a bit of dust. Nothing to worry about there. So decals, and normally from Airfix, they're done by Cartograph, which are, let's face it, some of the best decals you can get. Lovely goes with micro salt and set. Shouldn't have any problems with these decals. Onto the instructions. Let's see how this goes together. We've got typical Airfix instructions here. Nice little write up about it. We've got colour going on here. Oh, we've got the actual markings nice and separate. But onto the cockpit, yes, it's going to give you the colour call outs for all the different things. We've got our pilot, ejector seat. It even shows you where the decals go at the same time and what to paint everything. Looks all pretty simple. You do need to put a 20-gram weight in this. I'd probably put a little bit more, but 20-gram weight in the nose, because you don't want to have a tail sitter with this one. Air intakes, you know, looking good. I mean, you might want to go that little bit further, get rid of those ejector pin marks, sand them out, fill them out. Probably the same maybe with the exhausts. But once you've got the air intake and the exhaust together and the cockpit, you know, we bring this nicely together, kind of a little bit sort of simple. And then we have the wings, again, two halves coming together, looking pretty. In fact, I built like about maybe 5 or 6 of these, and and it is rather sort of easy. It's kind of, considering it's a jet, it's a bit like a World War II fighter, where you just bring two fuselage halves together, two wing sections together, and it's even easier when it comes to put those wing sections in. It's there's no real sort of fit issues. The fit issues you'd probably have is things like these air intakes. They're kind of a bit more designed to be open, so if you decide to close them, which I normally do, it's going to look a little bit iffy around the edges where the glue lines am, so you might want to take a bit of time with that, care with it, and even filling, sanding, scribing. Landing gear, very sort of simple. Looks like there's no problems with that really at all. Never really had any problems with this. Just as I say, those air intakes, if you want to, sorry, those brakes, if you want to close them, air brakes. Weapons, again, you've got all the different color callouts. You've got red top and fire strike to pick between, and you know, not much else than that. Then you've got the fuel tanks, if you want those weird looking fuel tanks that go on top of the wings. I just think they look weird, so I never normally put them on myself. So it does go together really well, no major fit issues. Then we have some nice color callouts. Right, we bring you in. These are good ones for doing those nice natural metal finishes if you want to give them a go. We've got, what's this, number 56 squadron. Right, as I say, all natural metal finish. I do normally like these ones, the ones with the camo pattern on number 5 squadron, just there. And the color callouts, I do believe they're like humble and stuff. Then we have the number 11 squadron. This is where we've got kind of like the all-round sort of greyish, you know, two different color grey. So you've got a good amount of options here. You can kind of do the old sort of natural metal finish, then you've got the camo, and then you've got the grey. So you know, you can really sort of choose the style you want. So I do like that. Then decal placements for all your fuel tanks, as well as your common decal placements for the whole aircraft. Position and stencil data, yeah, for the F.6, that's the one. So you've got all that as well. So overall, I think it's fantastic they brought this kit out. It's funny how Airfix goes through these phases of releasing something, and then they just stop making them, and then nobody can find them, and they go on eBay and they cost absolutely loads and loads if you want to go get it. Why they don't keep these kits continually running, I don't know why, because you know, I've been looking for one for years now, and they've finally re-released this, so it'd be cool to do one of these as like a step-by-step or something, because it is a really cool kit with no major challenges and all that kind of stuff, and the aircraft itself is quite iconic. Also, at £50, not too bad, but definitely it has stayed the test of time. Great markings, great free markings as well. Decals are going to be gorgeous as well, so definitely a big thumbs up here at Genesis Models for Airfix's 1/48 scale English electronic Lightning F6. So as always, until next time, my name is Bob Walden, this is Genesis Models, and I'll catch you next time.